special night. Not only tonight are we sold out, but The Rock has been waiting a very long time to say this. You are a very special city to The Rock. You want to know why? The Rock said, you want to know why? I can't hear you. Do you want to know why? Yeah! Well, right now, we're going to have some fun, because right now, this is story time with The Rock. And this is a true story. Some of you may even know this story. In 1987, a 15-year-old Rock and his family moved to Nashville, Tennessee. The Rock signed up for high school. McGavock High School. But you see, The Rock just wasn't any ordinary 15-year-old. No. By that time, The Rock was already 6'4", 220 pounds. That's right. The Rock went ahead and he kicked puberty's candy ass. But by the way, at McGavock High School, still, 6'4", 220 didn't matter. The Rock got no play from the girls because the girls at that time thought The Rock was an undercover cop. So naturally, at 15 years old, The Rock wound up hanging out in a bar listening to country music right here on Broadway. Hanging out with my buddy Downtown Bruno, when in walked someone magical. Not Jeff Jarrett, and not who The Rock had hoped, Willie Nelson. Instead, in walked a crackhead. And that crackhead said to everybody in the bar, does anybody here want to buy a car? And he pointed to a busted up 1979 Blue Thunderbird he parked right outside. Now everybody in that bar wisely ignored the crackhead, except for one person. The 15-year-old Rock. True story. Rock thought, bar, car, crackhead, what could possibly go wrong? Got up and asked the crackhead, how much? He said 75 bucks. Rock said, okay, I'll give you 40, and in an hour, I'll come back and I'll give you the rest. That's right, at that time, 15 years old, The Rock was in a bar hustling a crackhead. Crackhead took the money, gave The Rock the keys, left. Rock got in the car, started driving down the road, and all of a sudden, Rock feeling like he was king of the road, and then heard something in the back. Something was moving in the back. But The Rock was too excited at that time. He's got a new ride. He just hustled from a crackhead. Didn't realize that sleeping in the back seat was another crackhead. Rock pulled the car over. Said, get out, cracky. This is The Rock's whip now. He got out. Rock got in that car, started driving again. But then another thought happened to The Rock. Came up. The Rock couldn't get rid of this thought, and that thought was, maybe, just maybe, maybe this car is stolen. So The Rock, you're gonna be proud. So The Rock did the most mature and responsible thing he could do at 15 years old. No, he didn't report it to the cops. No. He did the best thing he could do at 15, which was waited till 2 a.m. I ditched that bitch in a Burger King parking lot and walked my ass right back to Tootsie's Lounge. There's two takeaways from this story. The first, if you're gonna buy a car, don't ever, and The Rock means ever, buy a car from a crackhead. And the second part to this story, don't be like The Rock when he was 15 years old, doing all the things he shouldn't have been doing. Instead, be like The Rock when he was 25, because at 25, that's when I took control of my life. At 25 is when I had my first match, Nashville Fairgrounds. Nashville Fairgrounds, working in the flea markets, wrestling at used car dealerships for 40 bucks a night, all with the dream of becoming WWE champion. What The Rock is today and what The Rock will be after Elimination Chamber, the WWE champion. You decided to come out here. Last time The Rock and everybody here in Nashville saw you, you were out here and reenacting a little love scene from Twilight. Yeah, you had the homeless-looking vampire boy hugging on the big fat hairy werewolf. Paul Heyman, you want to stack the deck against The Rock? You and Vince McMahon, you want to make your stipulations? Stacking the deck against The Rock? Well, The Rock will tell you this, what he says every day. Bring it. Yeah! CM Punk, you want to stand up there and smile? You want to stand up there and smile? Tell you what, I'm going to make it perfectly clear for you. Perfectly clear. What The Rock is going to do, he's going to beat your punk ass this Sunday at Elimination Chamber. And if you walk down that ramp, The Rock will beat your punk ass all over Nashville.
Bana alsan böyle, zaten raptor uyuyor.